Hi Leos, this is Star with Ariana Stark with your forecast for November 2024. I will use oracle cards as well as the ideal tarot for your reading this month. Do keep in mind, Leos, that this is a generalized reading, so for a personalized reading, feel free to reach us at the email address given below. Let's just understand what's in store for you this November. The final days of October, stepping into November, is the Nine of Swords. I think in those final days, you were someone who was under pressure to complete a lot of tasks. Your responsibilities had definitely increased. Maybe staff were not around, they were playing truant, they were absent. That is why you needed to complete a lot of tasks. You needed to take on the leadership role. Even if there were adverse circumstances, I think respite was definitely at hand. You had made quick progress. Maybe rivals were also giving you a bad name with those swords hanging overhead. This had also made you a bit anxious, but then you were someone who were able to come out of it. Possibly, Leos, your health was also affected at this time. You needed to cover up on your sleep, find some time to de-stress. Even if there were job opportunities for some of you, maybe it wasn't to your liking. Obstacles to overcome this month or the challenges, I do have the Knight of Wands. Now this is a very positive card, but this is in the obstacle or the challenge position. So I think you need to be careful while proceeding at work. Maybe you're in an adventurous mode, but you need to curtail it a bit. There are going to be changes in your schedule, so you need to have a very flexible. Perhaps you also need to be patient with those who are disorganized. I think financial issues could also arise. Maybe questions could be raised over how you put money to use. So be clear with respect to financial transaction. Before I proceed, Leos, I also have this card, Seven of Pentacles, which is talking about the same. You need to have a closer look at your finances. Yet, some of you could also find yourself in situations where you're taking a loan, or there could also be an increase in wealth because of your hard work that you put in. You're going to be someone who is going to plan for the future, so invest wisely. Maybe you're also going to buy gadgets. Gadgets could malfunction, so you need to replace your computer, your mobile, or other such electronic stuff. Other than that, I also feel that you should not buy accessories. Maybe you will realize in hindsight that it was futile or it was unnecessary to make those purchases. Influences for this month, I do have the Page of Cups. Now this is the Page of Cups, which is very much in love with himself. Others could accuse you of being narcissistic. Sometimes we don't want to express whatever we have done for the family, but the key here, Leos, is to outline whatever you have done. You're going to be sought after for your words of wisdom, yet also need to be careful because a slip of the tongue could also lead to competition, or it could lead to a rift in a relationship. Estranged people could also want to reconnect with you. That could disturb the family peace, so you want that person to be out of your life or from your family. There's going to be change of plans because of your whimsical superior or a boss or a colleague. So you need to sail with those changes even if you're reluctant. Sometimes you find yourself having to surrender to what the other person wants. This month you're also being asked to be prepared because guests could arrive. So be a good host. You also need to be the caregiver because a loved one could be unwell. Again, all this is going to eat into your work hours. This could make you a bit upset and temperamental as well, but you need to maintain your poise. The first 10 days of November is the Two of Cups. Despite the obstacles, despite the odds, despite the heavy demands on your shoulder, I think the first 10 days are going to be marked by reunions. You're also going to be content. You're going to make quick progress. Unexpected surprises are definitely in store for you in these first 10 days. Still, I think there could be a particular person who is trying to create animosity or is trying to take spites on you. You should ignore. such people. You're going to be very taxed, but then you're also going to be very happy with your productivity. If your tasks are being reviewed, I think you can get positive feedback as well. You're going to get credit for your professional approach. Besides, you're someone who is planning in advance with that Seven of Pentacles. As a leader of the pack, I think, Leos, you need to be mindful of others. Maybe you should be patient with them rather than be boorish. Next 10 days, that is 11th to 20th November, is the Four of Swords. Now this person, he seems to be in a very contemplative state of mind. He is meditating. Likewise, I think you need to hold your tongue. You should keep your wits about you, because there are people who are going to be up to mischief. There are swords behind this person's backs. There are people who could try to give you a bad name. You need to rethink your moves. You need to retreat, maybe take a back seat, find another way. Sometimes plan A doesn't work, but there's always plan B or plan C which you need to look at. There could also be calls for an interview, but then you may be undecided. It's not going to be something which is going to be up to the mark. Aura cleansing will also be beneficial for you. Maybe you also need to focus on your creative ventures. Even if you are going to be appreciated, I think the need of the hour is also to hone your skills. You have that creative bent in you, so tap into that artistic side of your personality. Maybe you also need to engage in hobbies which are going to help you express yourself creatively. Be of service to others is the card which is talking about this. Apron, it says, maybe you're going to don very many hats this week. You're going to serve your loved ones who are unwell. You're going to take the initiative on the home front, even if they are going to question your contribution to the family. I think you're going to do your bit for sure. The final days of the month, that is 21st to 30th November, is the Three of Wands. Now, this person, his back is towards us. He's looking at the horizon. He wants to set sail. Maybe you believe that better opportunities lies elsewhere. Initial success can be expected. I think you also need to work on your skills. Like I said, you need to enhance your skill set with that card. Artist, you need to learn, or you need to up your game at this time. Maybe you think nothing comes of your plans. You could be applying for jobs here. I think even if there are openings, you may be not too happy. Maybe it's not at par with what you want, or your lack of qualifications could also hamper your plans. Cooperation is certainly the key. I think as a leader of the pack also, you may find your management or your administrators taking note of your grievances. They could use your talents, your know-how, and they could implement certain ideas. Banking work will also keep you busy. Maybe you also need to make allowances for clients for your services. You also need to get a grip of your temperament. You shouldn't presuppose or jump to conclusions. Spirituality will also interest many of you at this time. I do have the card, it's all aligned. So certainly I think, Leos, you need to work that much harder in case you want to be in alignment with the universe. There's a lot of hard work ahead. It takes tremendous amount of hard work for these valid answers to be in alignment with each other. Likewise, I think you need to keep at it, because synchronicity can only be at work in our life when we have done the soul work. I do have the card Man from Lenormand, and it clarified the man. I do have cross. So there are burdens. We all have a cross to bear, but you need to share these problems with others. You need to unburden your soul. Psychologically, it could be weighing you down. Other than that, I also feel that with this card, religion or spirituality will certainly come up in your discussions. Maybe you're also dealing with someone who belongs to another faith. With respect to your love life, I do have this card. Past life relationship, you have known each other before, so you could be dealing with someone with whom you have formed a connection. or whom you have known each other in a past lifetime. That is why you have come together. Your soul could be recognizing this connection. For some of you, it could be an on again, off again relationship with someone. Maybe this person is too preoccupied with himself, with the Page of Cups. He is not wearing his heart on his sleeve. He is keeping quiet with respect to this connection. That is why you're going to question the relationship. Some of you could be wanting to reach out to your person. My heart is telling me just do it. You want to reconnect with that special someone. You want to rekindle the romance. But then there could also be hesitancy here in case you're in a third party situation. Also, I think Leos, your person may not be ready when it comes to making the romance public. That is why you could cry yourself to sleep. You do want a happy life with your special someone with that Two of Cups. This could be true for some of you who are already romantically involved. This person is going to acknowledge it. He is going to commit to the connection. I also have this card, remembrance, your memories distract me. This could be true for those of you who are in an on again, off again relationship, or in case you're also romancing. I think your person is never far from your mind. You're always going to be preoccupied thinking about him or her. I think you need to acknowledge the relationship. I think you need to sit down and thrash issues which are bothering you rather than let it become a burden for the two of you. Healing is also very essential before you can deepen the bond with your person. I hope Leos, you like your reading. This is Star with Ariana Stark. Do give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.